Hello there, fellow captains, and welcome back to another game of Dreadnought. Today we'll be having a couple of games in Destroyers. The first, of course, being the Tier 4 Oberon, Vindicta, and the second will be the Tier 5 Jupiter Arms Athos, Old Reliable, one of my favourite ships in the game. But, let's get into it straight away. So, the loadout on this thing is abysmal. I have been trying to go for a ramming build, hasn't been going well. Quite a few things have changed since I last had a dedicated ship. Not a dedicated ship, a dedicated litany of games where I did try to ram quite a few times. But just to begin anyway, the loadout is Plasma Ram, Torpedo Salvo, Scrambler Pulse, and Energy Generator. I'm going to have to change this up, it's just not working for me. And any advice would be amazing. Because I'm not doing well. Not at all. But yes, they're all tier 4, if I forgot to mention that. So, just to give a little bit of backstory. The past few days I've been ill. I don't know what is going on with me. And it's not that pleasant, so I won't bring up exactly what the ailments are. But I've been ill. And I've been playing more Dreadnought, just as something to do. And this is one of those games from earlier tonight or today. It was pretty damn early in the morning, like 5 or 6 a.m. or something. But this is one of those games. Right, let's see. What I'm trying to do here is go for a flank, because I want to have some surprised aft fun with an enemy ship of any description. I'm not choosy. I'm not picky. Any of them will do as long as it's a good bulky aft. It's fine. Nodding my head in approval there. Totally fine. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll go for any aft. And then I noticed this little tactical that's around that corner or around that mountain to the right. Where are you? Oh, no, that's a Dreadnought, Connor. Yep, nope. Where are you? Oh, he's pulled back for a bit, so might as well enable the Plasma Ram and go straight for the enemy command ship. We hit it. We do minimal damage. We do some damage at least. And now we need to get out of there. So that's something that, you know, the whole rose-tinted glasses thing, where you remember something being pretty damn awesome, or nostalgia in general, I suppose. That's what I have. I remember the Oberon line of destroyers being a lot more mobile, a lot more agile, faster in general. I'm not sure if it's just me thinking that, or maybe updates have happened and the ships have had their stats changed. I mean, that's probably what's happened anyway. That's just the way games work. But I remember them being a lot more whippety. They were able to whip around the map like a man possessed. It just doesn't really feel all that different from the Athos. Mobility wise, at least, it doesn't feel. I mean, the turning is horrendous in this thing. And I do remember quite vividly someone saying, and this has stuck with me because it did make a lot of sense back when it was said, that the ships in Dreadnought handle like drones. You know those drones you can buy yourself, where they just hover and they can go in 360-degree area of movement, and they do it pretty damn fast, depending on the size, of course. It was pretty accurate, although these things still can't fucking strafe. A drone can strafe, these things can't strafe. But nah, it doesn't. I mean, it does feel like a warship, a massive, multi-thousand-ton warship. Even I don't even know how much this thing would weigh. I mean, it's not even one of the bigger ships in the game, but it's got to weigh a lot. But it doesn't feel as agile as it used to, which is, of course, a plus, because people used to abuse ramming like crazy. The same way people used to abuse tacticals, the same way people used to abuse corvettes. You know, there was a lot of things in this game that just weren't balanced properly. But let's see if we can get this kill. Ooh, and a Plasma Ram. But I came into the whole multiple sessions over the past few days playing this thing, remembering how I used to play, and relying on my previous knowledge, whereas that just isn't up to date anymore. And I'm having a hard time getting over that. And did you just see that? Torpedoes flying into invisible walls, at least the two on the left did. I've noticed that quite a bit as well from using a variety of different torpedo loadouts, that sometimes if they're even close to something but they're not exactly hitting it, they'll just detonate upon an invisible wall. But yeah, I'm kind of just remembering how I used to play ramming ships, and that's going back a year or two, and it just is not the same. So I need to update my brain knowledge. My library of ramming needs to be updated. So, any of you guys have any recommendations for a loadout? Something that's more reliable? That would be greatly appreciated. Oh, and just to mention, because I'm going to start doing this with every video, don't forget to check out my Patreon. Link is in the description below, or you can just go to www.patreon.com/ConnorChaos. That's Connor with one N, because I don't know where the double N Connor came from. I mean, I know it's been around for a while, but the Irish spelling is just one N. And that's where the name originated, I believe. Celtic in general. But there's Scrimson. Scrimson is in an Oculovector Dreadnought, and we're going to try and do some damage. I mean, we did ram him there. Didn't do a great deal of damage, and now we're buggering off. I am using the light particle turrets because I like them a lot. Shouldn't be using them in close quarters, to be honest. They're more for longer ranges where my normal Gatling type guns just don't do the job. But I think they're awesome. They've got an awesome effect. Sound effect as well. I just like the particle turrets, or the light particle turrets. Look at this. Dirty ramming git. Okay, let's get back out there. So the enemy are probably to our direct opposites in regards to the side of the map they're on. Oh, what the fuck? There's a tactical about. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hello, Star Trek. Star Trek is a pain in the ass. Star Trek is a pain in the ass. He uses these nuclear mines that wipe me out on a number of occasions, or you'll not see that many deaths in this. I think there's one coming up. But yeah, I've been playing with him quite a bit throughout the night, and I keep falling for them. He knows what he's doing, that guy. There's Mr. Moose using the particle turrets just to get a bit of range, but it doesn't matter, he's already dead. Just looking to see if the enemy are trying to flank us. Doesn't appear to be the case. Star Trek is back. God damn it, I wish Star Trek would come back. That Discovery thing is not Star Trek. I mean, who? Everyone knows that people refer to the Star Trek series in their abbreviated forms. TNG. TOS. STV. I don't think people call it STV. Probably are people out there that call it, but STD, Star Trek Discovery, they had to have known that when they were... Come on, Alex Kurtzman. I know you're getting... He's probably a multi-millionaire, and he's one of the worst writers in Hollywood. It just goes to show that the more people you know, the more handies you're willing to give out, the further you'll go. Okay, let's see. Let's actually try to do some damage in this. I mean, this is all pre-recorded, so that's the end of the match. But now on to the Athos, a ship I enjoy a massive amount more. Okay, let's see where we came. Tenzin, Uvarith, and Sir Alpha in the top 3, because 3 amazing players. Especially Tenzin. I have a soft spot in my heart for Tenzin. And I've squadded up with Tenzin, Uvarith, and Devil Baby. 3 really good players, and I'm not going to have such an awful time in this game, mainly because they're here. But trying to decide where to go, and then I just, remember, hold on, this is Conquest. I should go and defend the point closest to us. So I head over to B, and then from there on out, we'll just decide, and whatever happens, if enemies come for us, we'll engage them. If not, then we'll move out and try and lend some support to the rest of our team. But it's already been captured. But let's make our way there anyway. I've had too many of these games where the allied team at least just have no idea what's going on in Conquest. And it is fair because it is a bit complicated if it's not explained. I mean, it's a very basic concept. It's just capture the points, and then when you're connected up, your area of influence spreads, which allows you to gather more points more quickly. At least that's my gathering of it. But if it's not explained to you and you're just thrown in, well... Okay, no enemy... Oh, okay, hold on. We've got an ally over... Not general direction. Okay, that's Uvarith. He's fighting an enemy destroyer. Although, I think Uvarith has this at least. Now we need to start getting a move on. Looks to be... Oh, dear lord. Okay, 3 enemy tacticals moving to the center. One of our allies is engaging one of them at the moment. Yep, there we go. Uvirith has taken out the enemy destroyer we saw. And there's Orchid. Goddamn Orchid. I fired him so much in this game. Do not believe I get a kill. Look at him. Just teleported away. This sneaky git. There's Sunter, another potato tactical. Because they are in fashion, I guess. I see so many of them. Yep, there's Orchid back. Look at him. Look at those space potatoes. And I'm Irish, I know something about potatoes. I mean, not really space potatoes, because they're in space, and we've yet to be there, or visit there in a fashion that would allow me to go on my measly funds. But I'm going to need some help to push in there, because I'm assuming that the majority of the enemy team are built up around that area, not only because there's spawns there, but because we've taken both Beta and Alpha. Oh, looks like Uvirith is engaging another enemy destroyer. Let's head over in that general direction to give him a little bit of help. But I also saw a Corvette over there. Yep, Uvirith has taken out the enemy destroyer. But there was a Corvette. Oh, I saw him just pop out from behind that structure. Connor, turn around. Oh, hold on, actually. We have Alpha here and his Corvettes. You know, one thing I really do like about the Athos is because of my weapon booster pulse and just putting energy into weapons with my energy generator there to make me able to do that a lot more often. The damage I put is insane. Oh, and sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier. With this ship, my loadout is missile repeater, weapon breaker missile, I believe, weapon booster pulse, and energy generator, I believe. Missile repeater and weapon breaker are both tier 5. Yep, and the other two are tier 4. That would be the energy generator and the weapon booster pulse. So I'm still in the works of upgrading them. But let's see if we can do some actual damage here and be an asset to the team. So we're going for Sunter here. Just, I mean, look at the damage I'm putting out here. Both with weapon booster pulse as well as the weapon and the energy set into weapons. It's insane. If he didn't have a couple of healers on him, he'd have been down a long time ago. But he does, so those little healing probes or whatever they're called. I keep forgetting the name of those things. But we're going to have to take care of them, because this is just a healing orgy at the moment. Yep, there we go. Take them out. There's a few more of them up. Yep, one there and one above the enemy Dreadnought. There we go. But now we need to take out those two tacticals. Still got power and weapons. Energy generator will be off cooldown in 3 seconds, so that's good. Allows to throw power back into the Isle reserves there. Now he's using that enemy Dreadnought as cover, which is really good, obviously, really smart. But he is getting pretty damn low, and more of our allies are moving into this general area to provide support. But I'm being fired on by too many enemies at this point. Shouldn't have went in so quickly on my own there, but again, I was sitting there for a good while, so I didn't really go in too early. But they were more or less focused on the other front there, where the rest of our allies were moving in from, just south of the actual spawn point. It's a really nice paint job. Oh, enemy destroyer heading to B. Let's go and intercept. I wonder who that is. He does a bit of a disappearing act, so I'm going to have to pay attention to the little info feed at the bottom right. But one destroyer. Oh, hello. Enemy Corvette coming in for support. I was about to say one destroyer shouldn't be too much trouble, but yeah, he's got assistance now. Now who is that destroyer? Took, okay. And Alpha, okay, let's deal with Alpha first. But I just called for assistance there because we are going to need it. Oh, hold on, what happened to Took? Okay, the missiles followed him there, but seemed to have just went nowhere. Let's focus on Took first, or sorry, Alpha there. Switching to Flex. I believe I also need to get the tier 5 version of Flex, but one thing at a time. And here is support. We're beating them by quite a large margin. Now, where did Took go? Did he disconnect? I don't think... I'm just wondering where he went. Because all of a sudden he was there. The only thing... Oh, Tenson just took him out. Okay, so he must have been pulling back. But again, missile repeaters just kind of disappeared and he wasn't using any sort of point defense. So that is a bit strange. Okay, yes. Oh, hello, Argyle. Let's take him out. Although we are very close to the end. Yeah, it's going to be, there we go, the end of the match. But there we go, guys. 2 not so stellar games, but when the well is dry, and a drought is upon us, I can only deal with what I've gotten. And these were the 2 of the best out of like 20 to 30-ish games I played over the past few days. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. Link is in the description below. And enjoy whatever it is you're playing. Of course, like always, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.